Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Sports Travelers. I'm Ed, and it has been a minute since I have came on here and done a video, but we are excited because guess what? Football's back. Can't wait. So excited. Great weekend of football last weekend. I did not do a prediction on Iowa State, Kansas State. If I had I will go ahead and say that I probably would have picked Kansas State to upset Iowa State, but it did not happen. So we're going to see how this week goes. I'm going to give you my predictions for this week, some of the games that I'm a little more interested in. And I'm also going to do a couple of Friday night high school football games here in New Mexico, where I'm from, and also from my hometown in Butler County, Alabama. Obviously, we're in the school I coached at last year, Fort Dale Academy. Shout out to those guys for getting a big shutout against Lakeside last Friday night, 44-0. Proud of you guys. Keep up the good work. So without further ado, we're going to get started. We're going to start off with today and tonight's games. The first one's going to be Boise State and South Florida. Should be a really pretty decent game. Not going to be too close. I think Boise State's going to run away with it at the very beginning and just keep pouring it on. Boise State's going to win 42-17 over South Florida. Tonight's matchup between Nebraska and Cincinnati, I think it's going to be a little bit more of a low-scoring affair. Don't think Cincinnati's going to be able to hang with Nebraska. So I got Nebraska winning 24-10 in that game. Friday night, all I'm going to say is blackout on the Brazos. Waco, Texas. Auburn at Baylor. Auburn always has hype at the beginning of every single year. And it's been a while since they've been relevant. They got a new quarterback. I guess he's a 5-star quarterback. We'll see how he does. I know I said that I think Auburn will beat Baylor. I still think that. Now, because Baylor lost their running back, Pendergast, I think he's out for the season. I think he tore his ACL. But Baylor has a quarterback that's a veteran, and I think that's going to be the difference. I got Baylor winning 27-21 on the Brazos. Saturday, what a weekend this is going to be. You got Ohio State, Texas, Alabama, Florida State, Clemson, LSU, Notre Dame, Miami. All great games. Here's my predictions on those. Texas, Arch Manning. Obviously, you're a good quarterback. You have the name Manning. I think that's what you got going for you. But I don't think you're going to do good in Columbus, Ohio. I got Columbus beating Texas 31-24. And don't worry, Texas, that's not going to knock you out of the championship run later on. You're going to do well in the SEC. Alabama, Florida State. Florida State got this quarterback from Boston College who decided to transfer, and he talked a little trash to Alabama. And usually that don't go well, especially in the Nick Saban era. And he even brought it up. He said, you can't hide behind Nick Saban. Dude, you came from Boston College. And you're going to come to the ACC or stay in the ACC. But you're going to come down to Florida State that has a tradition of winning. And all of a sudden you think you're the winner? No. Nope. Alabama's going to beat you 24-20. Clemson, LSU. Oh, that's going to be a good game. I think it's going to come down to the final possession. And I believe Clemson will come out on top, 31-27 over LSU. Notre Dame, Miami. Another great game, another great matchup. This is going to be a low-scoring, hard-hitting affair. Usually is. And I believe this game is going to come down to a kicker. And I think it's going to be Notre Dame winning 17-14 over Miami. But it's going to be a great game. Then we have South Carolina and Virginia Tech. Another low-scoring affair. It's going to be a tough battle for South Carolina. But I think, again, Virginia Tech will hang in there. South Carolina is going to beat them, though. South Carolina is going to win 20-10. Then we have the kickoff classic in Atlanta, Georgia, between Tennessee and Syracuse. Pretty sure they could have found a better game. A lot of orange. But Tennessee's going to roll through Syracuse. I don't think it's going to be close. I got them winning 30-13. Did not put on here Georgia Tech and Colorado. With Coach Prime losing a lot of his talent from last year to the NFL, some missed the cut. I guess Shiloh got cut. But you still lost a lot of talent at your skill positions. So, and your defense lost a good player in Hunter, Travis Hunter. I don't think you're going to hang with Georgia Tech. I think they're going to beat you up pretty good. I got Georgia. I'll have Georgia Tech winning that one 24-10. So let's go to Friday night football, high school football, as promised. Here in New Mexico, got the Portales Rams traveling to Lee County to take on the Lovington Wildcats. It's a rivalry game for Portales. Portales lost last week 41-6 to Goddard. The Goddard's a 5A, Lovington's a 5A. I watched Lovington play Hobbs last weekend, and Lovington's quarterback loves to pass the ball, and I think they're gonna pass on Portales a lot, and I think he's gonna do really well. Portales is young, freshman and sophomore. They don't have a big junior senior class, thanks to the COVID years. So Lovington, I got you beating Portales 50-6. In Butler County, Alabama, my home county, Greenville High School is going to have a bye week. They're coming off a 34-6 victory over Georgiana last week, 5A over a 1A. They'll have a bye this week. Georgiana is going to be playing Ariton this Friday. That's going to be a great game, and Georgiana might be in a building year. We'll see. But I got to give the edge to Ariton over Georgiana. And I think it's going to be 26-16. McKenzie is traveling to Prattville Christian. McKenzie has looked really good in the summer. They're all 7-on-7. They've won a lot of 7-on-7 tournaments. Apparently the linemen are doing really good. So I'm gonna think McKenzie scores 50 in this game. So we're gonna go McKenzie 52, Prattville Christian 12. They'll score their 12 points probably in the fourth quarter. I think McKenzie's defense is gonna be stout. And then Fort Dale Academy. They won last week 44-0 over Lakeside. And they're getting Wilcox this Friday night. Wilcox is a really good football team. Fort Dale won last year. Fort Dale's traveling to Wilcox down in Camden, Alabama. I don't think it's going to be an easy game for Fort Dale, but I think Fort Dale has the talent to win. I think Fort Dale's going to win that game 38-16. So Fort Dale, I think you're going to be going 2-0. I think you'll be 2-0 heading into next week's game. And if Lowndes Academy wins, they'll probably still be the number one team in AISA. So you'll get a shot at the number one team. But that's my predictions for this week. If you will, like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this. I'll come back and do it again next week, and we'll see how we did this past week. So hope y'all have a good Labor Day weekend, and please be careful and be safe and roll Tide.